It's like Davy Jones and Venom had a baby. Ew. Oh no! No! Stop it right now. No way. What?
Hey folks, welcome back to Run to the Movies. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and thank you so much for spending this part of it with us. If you don't yet know us, this is my friend Toy, and my name is Max, and this channel is all about parallelograms.
And giving me heart attacks.
Today's movie is Edge of Tomorrow, or as it said in the box, Live, Die, Repeat. Which title do you like better?
Probably Edge of Tomorrow. Take 7.
I saw Edge of Tomorrow when it first came out in the theater, and I thought it was amazing. And after watching this movie, I had a really unhealthy crush on Emily Blunt. Alright, not an unhealthy, but a celebrity crush on Emily Blunt. I thought she was amazing. Like, she was a badass in movies like Sicario, and then she was Mary Poppins. And she was perfect in all of those roles. Have you seen?
Jungle Cruise was the most recent one I think I saw.
That was great.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. How about, did you see A Quiet Place?
No, I don't think so.
Folks, comment below, would you like Toy to watch A Quiet Place with me? I never heard of the movie until I introduced you to it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never heard of this before.
So why don't we get started with the movie? But before...
Yeah, Emily Blunt is waiting for you. Whoa. I got scared of the cat. It touched my leg.
I wonder if they actually filmed this in London, just landing in the middle of the city, just like that.
How do they do that? They have to like clear that whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, claws, McGee.
You know, when the smoke clears and the body bags start coming home, people tend to look for someone to blame, someone like me.
I was in ROTC when I was in high school. But honestly, I only did it for the uniform.
You'll be on the beach with the first wave.
I do this to avoid doing that. I was in ROTC in college.
Oh my goodness.
Can't stand the sight of blood. Not so much as a paper cut.
I feel you. Oh, he doesn't find that funny.
Not at all.
See, he did it for the uniform too.
And when the body bags come home, and they're looking for someone to blame, how hard do you think it would be for me to convince people to blame you?
Oh.
Oh.
Arrest this man.
Oh, he's gonna tase him. Oh. Look, when he said we make pizza on this show, he didn't mean it literally.
On your feet, maggots! Can I help you, sir?
I love Bill Paxton so much.
Master Sergeant Phil.
Master Sergeant Phil, you're American.
No, sir. I'm from Kentucky. Now, not for all these men will all reach the same conclusion. That you're a coward and a liar, putting your life above theirs. The good news is there's hope for you, Private. Hope in the form of glorious combat. Tip of the spear, edge of the knife, crack of my ass.
Are most of these guys from the States?
Yeah.
Wasn't he on the news?
I gotta be free, man.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
I've never been in one of these.
Yeah, well, I've never been with two girls at the same time before. But you can bet when that day comes, I'll make it work.
That sucks.
Where is the safety?
Exactly.
It's time.
It's the full metal. Take care, Private Cage.
But all day?
Something tells me it won't be nearly that long.
Oh.
I wonder how they filmed this. Like, did they actually make suits? Are they plastic? Because if they're metal, they must weigh a ton.
Oh! You can't run that far in those things if they're that heavy.
I think there's something wrong with your suit. There's a dead guy in it.
Oh, that's good. That's funny.
Oh my god!
They just gonna drop them?
Hmm?
They're just gonna drop them?
Yeah.
Activate drop!
Oh,
Remember!
oh no. Oh my gosh. I had like no training on that outfit. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ah. Oh god. I laughed at the guy on fire. I feel bad. What's wrong with me? I'm sorry. Oh.
I feel like these shots are so well done, like you feel you're there.
Yeah. Oh, that would be me. Oh man, that's nice. Oh my god! Oh, just stuck! Oh. Oh. Oh.
What the hell? They're not supposed to know we're even coming.
Oh no. Oh. Oh. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Oh. It's like Davy Jones and Venom had a baby. Ew. Oh no! No, stop it right now. No way. What?
On your feet, maggot!
No.
Thanks for being here with us. If you're enjoying this reaction, please consider supporting our channel with a tip. Just click the thanks button down there. It will be super appreciated. And if you can't, a like and a subscribe go a long way. Thank you so much, and let's get back to it.
Can I help you, sir?
Sergeant Farrell.
That is my name.
This is like deja vu. No, he died.
Are forged.
Oh my goodness.
Just interrupt me, Private?
I think there's something wrong with your suit.
Yeah. Remember, hit the street!
Go early this time. Nope. Now you're gonna crash into that guy again? Oh. Woo!
I'm hit.
How bad is it?
I have a hole in your chest.
Did you just take my...
My battery?
Oh my gosh, this would drive me crazy if this was happening to me.
Your name is Master Sergeant Farrell from Science Hill, Kentucky. And if you'll give me 30 seconds to explain how I know that, you may just save the lives of every soldier on this base. You have to listen to me!
Oh.
What I'm about to tell you sounds crazy. Your very lives depend on it.
Oh my goodness. No one's freaking out about it.
I probably think he's insane.
I had everything right.
Activation ship is about to explode!
This guy. Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to save you.
So I guess he's done it so many times.
Right.
He's becoming-
Everybody looks at him like he's so cool.
What are you doing?
Find me when you wake up. Come
What?
find
She
me
knows?
When you wake up.
Oh, come on. But if she knows, doesn't it? It's happening to her too, right? She can find him? Or...
You're gonna have to find out.
Grab this, Sarge!
Hold on! Private, drop and give me.
50, Sarge!
That's right. 50.
Oh my lord. Oh! That's so oh my god.
What the hell were you thinking? There's hope for you, Private. Open.
Oh my god. Oh, I'll get it right. Oh. That looks like fun.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god.
Who said you could talk to me?
You said to find you when I wake up.
You don't talk to anyone about this but me. The best case scenario is you're going to end up in a psych ward. The worst case, you'll get dissected for study. Are we clear?
How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? Okay, so this is the first time we've had this
You
conversation.
should try this on him.
Oh my god.
Whenever an alpha is killed, the omega starts the day over again.
It knows exactly what we're going to do before we're going to do it.
And an enemy that knows the future can't lose.
Oh.
Operation Downfall isn't our end game, it's the enemy's. And there'll be nothing to stop the mimics from conquering the rest of the world. Unless you change the outcome. You've seized control of the Omega's ability to reset the day.
How do I control it?
You have to die.
But she said she had it.
And she said she hadn't lost it.
I went to see the General Cage any number of times. Psych ward, dissection, remember?
So she's been to the psych ward and she's been dissected.
You don't know if this thing even exists.
I just lost the power before I could get to it.
I have so many questions. Oh my goodness.
I think I broke something. The only thing I can feel on my lips.
Oh no.
You get injured on the field, you better make sure you die. I woke up in a field hospital with 3 pints of someone else's blood, and I was out. I think we better start over, don't you?
What?
Oh jeez.
No, wait. My name is Bill Cage.
I have what you had.
You'd think by now he'd have the speech rehearsed.
Right.
I just... Oh, hold on.
Oh no.
Okay, do it.
On your feet, maggot.
That's exhausting.
This thing's in my blood, so maybe there's some way I can transfer it to you.
I've tried everything, it doesn't work.
Have you... You know,
Oh no.
tried all.
Oh no. Why would you?
Sex. Yeah, tried it.
Oh my god.
How many times?
All right.
I think I'm okay.
On your feet, maggot. Maggot.
Oh no.
Your leg's broken.
No, I can still feel my toes. Come on.
That sucks. Oh.
Training's over. I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, you need to figure out a way to get us off that beach. What next? Where are we going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
ducking right, stepping right, stepping left, ducking right. You're not being specific.
Oh my goodness.
Hey! Guys, we're walking in. Guys. Okay, Skinner. Watch this. Now I'm gonna close my eyes. You're fat!
I didn't mind the extra push-ups.
I've been over there more times than anybody.
Coward.
I don't see you going anywhere. Oh my goodness.
So how many times do you think he's already done it by now?
Like 50.
I think it's way more than that. Because look, he already knows what he's like. He's learned to do that. There's no way he'd learn that in 50 days.
I'm waiting, Nance.
500 meters are closing fast! What the?
Hey, Sarge, the new guy. What's his name again?
Well, just don't forget to disconnect the caravan before you take off.
Have you ever met anyone in real life ever who had their key in the visor?
Nope. Not anyone. She didn't disconnect it. Or was she just seeing if it was gonna start first? Dang.
I forgot to unhook the trailer.
Oh. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. Oh my god. Please don't do this any more times.
Maybe I made it all up just to keep you quiet.
But you do talk to me.
Paige, I do not need to get to know you, and if you knew what was good for you, you wouldn't want to get to know me either.
About Hendrix, you get to know him. Is he why you won't talk to me?
Oh.
And I watched him die 300 times, and I remember every detail.
How is she not insane?
I was actually gonna say it's how does she live through that and look so young? That's crazy. 300 times?
I mean, if they're this far, they already went through the battlefield and all that. How many times did they have to do it before they got it right?
Oh my gosh.
Let me guess, you're afraid of heights.
I'm afraid of crashing.
You'll be fine, Cage. You'll learn.
Or you'll die and start all over again.
Might be better off just going back to the farmhouse. You know, spend the night there. Come back here in the morning.
And curl up by the fire and open a bottle of wine. I think we should just reset.
Oh no!
How many times have we been here? Where are the keys?
Oh.
This is as far as you ever make it.
There's a mimic buried 20 yards away.
And she's still gonna do it?
And if I go on and kill the Omega, you're dead. Forever.
Why does it matter what happens to me?
You know why. Come on.
I wish I didn't know you.
Technically, what, they spend like 1, 2 days, 3 days
For
together.
her, it's been a day or two, but for him, it's been
it's like
a year.
hundreds.
Yeah.
My middle name is Rose.
Oh man, sorry.
On your feet, maggot!
So he can't control it to do it like from another time? It has to be like this specific moment?
I guess so.
Wow.
Yes, I got something on my face, soldier.
No, but I do.
Sorry to disturb you, Sergeant.
Oh. He's just like, screw it. I'm just gonna let everything happen.
The thing is, so he let her be, but means she already died on the battlefield. So she's dead anyway, no matter what. I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's not a spot on my shirt that's not completely covered in cat hair. A little bit more and I'm going to be an honorary cat.
And I'm pretty sure all of you can see that this popcorn just sucked me in throughout the whole video.
Oh, they want his blood back.
Do they know he has it?
It doesn't work. I can't get it to
You
work.
built a prototype at Whitehall.
Yes, and I got fired for it, thank you very much. But I can't get it to work, not with the equipment I have on hand. When I was at Whitehall, I built one. I was even ready to test it, but when I told my superiors about it, well, I lost my job.
I thought he was crazy.
There are aliens attacking and everybody thinks they're crazy.
When the Chinese delegation comes out, we pick up the pace.
I wonder how many times they had to do this to remember all that.
I would be going crazy.
3, 2, 1, go. 1.
Oh my gosh.
Turn. Okay, keep on.
Oh wow.
Straight ahead. It's going to appear. Tell him you call back.
Tell who?
Major General Beaumont calling from Halifax. His plane's just been delayed.
Thank you, Bones. I'll call you back.
But they're crazy.
Well, if you were in his place, how would you feel?
I would think, oh my god, something's up. Why do you know this? Like, this isn't crazy talk. Psych wards? What? No way. I think after hearing all this, I would have to go into the psych ward.
What do we do now?
I don't know. We've never gotten this far.
Oh, I was waiting for that to happen too.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Stick it in your leg!
Oh.
Paris!
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Kill him. You have to kill yourself now.
Well, remember what they said, if his blood is drained, he's no longer have the power, so if he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies.
Oh no. Oh no.
I was out of those things in 3 minutes flat, Cage. What's wrong with you?
Oh.
Give me blood.
I lost the power.
Did the thing on the beach already happen?
No, it's the night before.
Okay. What if he goes back and goes to that spot and have that thing spit in his face again? Would he get it again?
Actually, I wonder why the movie didn't think of that. Because this would be a valid point in the plot, but I guess you have to watch to see what actually happens.
He named the school I went to. And then he tells me my second grade teacher...
She wouldn't let him go to the bathroom, made him wet his pants. Come on, why would we follow him into combat?
I don't expect you to follow me. I expect you to follow her.
That's the Full Metal
J-Squad.
Oh.
This is Rita Vitaski.
The world expects only one thing from us, that we will win. Squad!
Oh, they're gone.
30 seconds till contact.
I guess they convinced the pilots the same way they convinced everybody else.
Oh my goodness.
The movie is so intense, we have said nothing for 10 minutes.
Know.
You feel like you're there with them. What other movie can do that?
Jurassic Park.
They spared no expense.
Yes.
What took you so long?
Any others?
Man, and there's no reset button this time.
I'm not going to be any good in there, mate.
Let me buy you some time.
Oh, he's sacrificing himself so they could make it.
Where's Skinner and Grit?
They're not coming!
Oh no. Oh my gosh. That is the scariest thing.
Reload. Reload. Reload.
No! Did he just...
Yep,
No!
they blew up with a claymore.
Well, there has to be more than one, alpha, right? Maybe it's a queen bee type situation. There's another one, and
I think so. I think that's what they're implying. The one thing is the queen.
Yeah. Wait, but then he doesn't have the power. Oh my god.
Yeah, he doesn't have the power anymore. So if he dies, like in Rocky, he dies. He dies.
Right?
Listen to me. Listen to me. Neither one of us is getting out of here.
Oh.
You're a good man, Cage. I wish I had the chance to know you better.
I love his character arc. He started this complete douche, and he like worked to being a good man.
I think he was kind of like a pansy in the beginning. He was like, I'm not gonna go into battle. I don't do dishes, I just eat the food. Maybe that'll do it, right?
Oh, he has the pins.
Look at that. And then everybody dies.
Yeah. All those things freeze. Just like the Chitauri in the Avengers.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's insane. Get him. Oh no. How far back did he go this time?
Welcome to London, Major.
Oh my gosh.
It's the day before.
Yeah.
Just before sunrise this morning, a total collapse of the enemy's capacity to fight.
Ah, and it's gone. Hey. Right? Yes.
So they got it. They won.
I'm gonna dump your load the second we hit the beach tomorrow.
Oh, everyone's alive.
Yep.
Yes? What do you want?
I'm an honorary cat. You made
Is
me
it?
an honorary cat.
You can totally see it.
Alright, folks, thank you for watching Edge of Tomorrow with us. What'd you think about it?
I was just sucked in. I was completely zoned in. I feel bad. Everybody saw me eat mostly.
You were like so into it.
Sucked me in like completely. The only thing that was actually like distracting me was Boo over here. She was like giving me massages on my neck right here.
When I first saw it in the theater, I can't explain how much I loved it. Like I went back to see it again the same day and then again next day.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
What
So you were basically living the movie. Like, I've seen it. Come back, see it again.
From the title, did you expect it to go this way or was it a total surprise?
Yeah, no, it was totally different. I didn't know what I was gonna expect, but it wasn't that like completely reliving it. That was not something I expected at all.
So did you think the plot was pretty much Groundhog Day?
Yeah. That would be exhausting. God, if that was me, I would be going crazy, like looking at those things too. I would just be like, okay, and now I know how to get rid of it. Just get it out of me and I'm done. I'm going home.
Yeah, well then you'll die. You know that the invasion ends and you're gonna die no matter what.
I think what scared me the most was like drawing to the ending when now you know there is no reset button. And that right there is like, oh my gosh, like now you have no do-overs. This is it. It's done. It's over. This is your one shot. You don't get a chance to go in and see what it's like and die and come back and do it again. Like, I think that was like it for me.
Yeah, he showed, like, that was the time where he showed that he grew as a person. He didn't give up. Like, he knew that was a one shot, and he used that one shot to win the war. Like
And he accepted it too. She said that they weren't going to come back. Like, that was it for them. And he was like, all right.
At that point, I guess, yeah, he became a stronger person.
Yeah.
Folks, thank you so much for watching with us. Yeah, we're going to spend the rest of the night cleaning cat hair off of us. I hope you enjoyed our video. And if you have cats of your own, do they cover you with as much cat hair as us? Please let us know in the comments. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, take a second to click the subscribe button. Or if you have a cat, ask the cat to click the subscribe button. That really helps the channel. And also, you won't miss a future video. I mean, you want more videos with this creature, right? Comment below if you want her more creatures. And this person. I definitely want this person to be back. I don't think Shadow was in our video. He's sleeping over there off camera. Maybe he'll like bless us with his presence in some other video. But he had some things to say before we started filming, and he meowed at and growled at his sister. So he's off camera. So maybe he'll show up in a future video. So thank you again, and comment below if you want Toy to come back, and please give us suggestions of what movies you want Toy to watch. And right?
Yeah.
All right. Well then.
Some heart pumping.
Yeah, something heart
pillow
pumping.
Hugging.
Heart pumping and pillow hugging. There we go. All right. Well, have an awesome day.